Democrats are coming to Hunter Biden's defense after he attended a White House state dinner with Attorney General Merrick Garland just after he agreed to a deal with the DOJ avoiding any jail time for his federal tax charges.
Do you think it was appropriate for Hunter Biden to be at the same event as the Attorney General Merrick Garland was in the same week he accepted a plea deal?
You know, I think as the president explains, that's his son. That's a separate thing. If that's what the Republicans want to run on in the coming election, good luck, because the president is going to be able to run on the strength of his work in bringing 13 million jobs back to America.
President of District Media Group, Beverly Hallberg, joins us now. Beverly, good morning to you. Fair question by Chuck Todd. What did you think about that exchange between him and Amy Klobuchar?
It is a fair question, and here's the reality is that the press is going to have to ask these questions because it's serious. Now, Senator Klobuchar wants to make this a separate issue that, of course, all presidents invite their families to state dinner. Well, this isn't a separate issue, even beyond the sweetheart plea deal that Hunter Biden got earlier that week. It was that same day that it was made public that an IRS whistleblower put these WhatsApp text messages out tying Joe Biden and Hunter Biden to this conversation with a Chinese oligarch. This is something that's extremely serious that needs to be looked into. And the reality is that Joe Biden could pretend that there's nothing to see here. It's not a big deal. But I have a feeling the White House comms department was not very happy with Hunter Biden being at that state dinner, knowing that questions were going to come up. And I think it's a really brazen move showing the American people there's no crime here. There's nothing to see here, when the reality is everybody knows that there's plenty to look into when it comes to Hunter Biden.
Yeah, you said the press is going to have to ask questions about this, but here's what the White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said when she was pressed on that. Listen to this.
I'm just not going to get into family discussion, personal family discussion. As you know, Hunter is his son. I'm just not going to get into it.
Let me ask you this. If Hunter Biden wasn't the president's son, would he have invited someone who had just reached a plea agreement with federal prosecutors 2 days earlier?
A couple of things. Again, that's his son. He's a family member. It is not uncommon for family members to attend events at the White House. You could look at past presidents. I'm sure you have.
I mean, Beverly, you know they knew these questions were coming. Surely they could have come up with something better than that.
Well, this just shows they don't have something better to say if they're not going to admit the truth or admit that this is really serious. All you see there is the White House press secretary just dodging and deflecting, even though she was asked over and over and over again. And some of the spin we're seeing now, Carly, I expect to see more of this, where people want to make this a story about addiction, that this is about addiction. And if people want to go after Hunter Biden for a horrible disease like this, then that's on them. But the reality is you can be sympathetic to people who are going through addiction, but realize that doesn't mean the president of the United States should be implicated in having business dealings with his son, who is an addict, with people overseas, with other businessmen and other governments. So this is something that has to be pressed into. The press has ignored it for about 3 years, and at this point they can't.
Yeah, you have to wonder how much of an impact Hunter Biden and the Biden family business is going to have on the 2024 presidential election. Obviously, Republicans are going to try and make it a key issue. Someone we haven't heard from in a while is former CNN anchor Don Lemon. He just did his first interview since getting fired about 2 months ago, and he says, I have a responsibility not only as a journalist, but as an American to tell the truth and to abide by the promises of the Constitution, because the Constitution says a more perfect union, not a perfect union. I'm not perfect. No one is. In order to fulfill the promise of the Constitution, we have to stand up for what is right. We have to stand up for the truth. What do you think about that comment, Beverly?
I think it's pretty laughable to most people that Don Lemon thinks he is the arbiter of the truth. I think we can even look at his past interaction with CNN. It was on the day that he was fired. He sent out a tweet saying that he had no opportunity to talk to management, to which CNN replied with their own tweet saying that is absolutely false, that they did reach out to him. And of course, he's glossing over the fact that there were many sexual harassment allegations while he was at CNN. So it seems that Don Lemon has done zero self-reflection since his firing. Yet he still has a platform on some networks.
He sure does. All right, Beverly Hallberg, thank you.
Thanks, Beverly.
Thanks, guys.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.